Hi! Welcome to Art Rambles with Kai, episode God knows who, cause I write these out of order. I think this is episode 5. If I'm wrong, help me with citrus fruits. But anyway, hiya! I got a really fun, self-indulgent topic to share with y'all today, and it's about my OCs. Specifically, I want to share the fun things I like to do with them when I'm bored and bursting with inspiration. AKA, I'm gonna share the things I do when I'm procrastinating and not working on productive things. Productive things being drawing or editing videos, so starting off with the one I do the most, I like creating alternate universes for my OCs. So, elaborate backstory time. Ever since I was a kid, I was very interested in the idea of other universes existing. It wasn't a theory I personally believed in, though. I didn't think the multiverse was real, even as a youngin'. But the thought of it in fiction made my creative child brain explode. Like, I thought the concept was really cool, and I enjoyed seeing it in games, shows, and books. All that to say, when I was a baby, I would make my own universes for the medias I liked, and naturally, that has stuck with me ever since, because I'm still immature as fuck. I have Bendy and the Ink Machine to blame for that, so thanks for making me autistic, the Meatly, really appreciate it. But anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I personally find so much joy and fun thinking about what ifs and writing about it. I love designing new outfits and versions of characters, both original and otherwise. There's just something about it that makes me want to violently self-combust in euphoria, and it's hard to explain why. I think my enjoyment for alternate universes mostly comes from the fact I don't really stick to one thing permanently. I have special interests that I've had ever since I was a kid, sure, but my general taste in things is very diverse, it's very broad. I've also had a lot of short hyperfixations, and being able to mix and match them freely is a neurodivergence wet dream. Like, dog, I have so many AUs. I literally have AUs inside of AUs. I think about my AUs every day and write about them every day. It's so messy and terrible, but it brings me joy, and I wish I could share them one day, but for now, let me just list a few I really love. I have a Greek mythology / deity universe. I have a Cat Cafe universe. I have a Beauty and the Beast universe with a basic royalty variant. I got a questionable spy AU and a western AU, and whew, that's barely scratching the surface. Mark my words, one day I will make videos about this. This is a threat. I will yap your ears off till you unsubscribe. But moving on, I enjoy making playlists for my characters. This is something I spend a ridiculous amount of time on, and I'm ashamed to admit it, but it is what it is, and I need content. I am very passionate about creating the right playlist for my characters. I have multiple playlists for almost every single OC I own, and none of them are public, unfortunately. Not for now, at least, since for some reason, I'm very insecure about my music taste, but that's besides the point. Going back on track, I'm very particular when it comes to choosing music for my OCs. I usually have 3 types of categories for them, which are number 1, songs that remind me of them lyrically, number 2, songs that remind me of them instrumentally, and number 3, songs they themselves would listen to. It sounds so complicated, but I promise it isn't. I just can't be concise for the life of me. But essentially, I have this habit where my playlist has to be consistent with a theme. I really dislike massive, unstructured, singular playlists, so I use these 3 categories to help me make them and organize them. I do this because I'm a firm believer that specific types of music really define a person or a situation. Like, I put heavy association on songs, and it's not really intentional, it's just something that happens, and it happens the most with my OCs. Some song Some song lyrics really remind me of specific characters, whether it be because it relates to their lore or their personality. I group in both. And then some songs remind me of them instrumentally, which is just based on vibes and vibes alone. Has nothing to do with lyrics whatsoever. A good example of the range from my OC playlist would be the ones I made for my character Aster. Aster is the type of guy to listen to Nirvana, the Beatles, AC/DC, and then Katy Perry because something's wrong with him. So I have a playlist like that. It's very interesting to listen to. The lyrical playlist I have for him is all over the place. It's got serious topics and then ridiculous ones. Genres all over the place for it as well. And then his instrumental playlist is mostly pop punk, pop rock, and indie. I feel like I yapped a Bible's worth and said nothing at the same time. Oh my god. I hope some of that made sense. I also make playlists for ships and group dynamics. That's a whole other mess, so I won't get into it. Overall, I love music. I love making playlists for my characters. It helps develop their personality and their vibes, and it's great. Moving on, I like making Pinterest boards for my OCs. This is probably really obvious, but I am obsessed with making Pinterest boards for my characters. I have wasted so much time creating those, it's genuinely awful. It's a similar situation to my playlist, but luckily, I don't have egregious categories or anything. I just have two types of OC boards, and those are mood boards and outfit boards. For those who don't know, mood boards are a collection of things that are arranged to convey specific ideas and vibes. That's the basic gist of it. Meanwhile, outfit boards are, you guessed it, full of outfits. My mood boards consist of many categories, but it's not hard to follow. It's just a bunch of random pictures that remind me of my characters, whether that be certain settings, colors, aesthetics, foods, etc. I collage these mini categories into 9 pictures to make things easier to view and to ensure I don't have thousands of pins in my board. It's very organization heavy, but I find it fun. It really helps to visualize a character, and it makes me feel productive, even though I'm not. My outfit boards, meanwhile, are pretty messy since I just save anything and everything in them, especially for Ray. Oh my god, I want that man in every single piece of clothing I stumble upon. He's my personal dress-up doll, and if I make his outfit board public, you guys would get a headache looking at it, let's just put it that way. If I'm not lazy, I'll show a few of my mood boards and such right now. I'm pretty proud of my wares and my collections. I think they're nice. If nothing's popping up right now, I'm, not sorry. But anyway, this is a great segue. I love dressing up my characters. This is another obvious one. I really enjoy dressing up my characters in different outfits, whether it be outfits I designed, outfits I find online, or in real life. The source doesn't matter to me. If I see a cute outfit, I will throw it at my OCs and force them to wear it. And since I'm a lazy bastard, most of the time I like to dress up my characters in games, my favorite one being Royal High, naturally, but I also like using things like Eversky, Slowly Story, Hello Kitty Dream Village, very few pit crews, and a whole lot more. Sometimes I go a little too far in these dress-up games, Royal High especially, as I make my own textures for their 3D clothes, and they're fully rendered and such. So yeah, creating outfits for my characters is a big time waster of mine. And to be honest with you, I feel guilty whenever I do them, because it's like, I could just draw them in the outfits instead or do anything else, but no. My brain doesn't want to cooperate, and I have to accept that that's okay sometimes. It's okay to have crippling ADHD, but anyway, despite my intense guilt and self-deprecation, I really suggest treating your OCs like dress-up dolls. It helps build their taste in fashion, it helps you visualize what they look like in different styles of clothing, and it's fun. It's whimsy. And there you have it. those are the things I like to do with my OCs when I'm procrastinating like crazy. I do more silly activities with them, of course. This isn't the entire list since I'm on a word limit and I'm trying not to yap too much, so I have to cut it abruptly. Sorry! I hope this was a fun watch regardless. Let me know what you like to do with your OCs. I might snatch a few of your activities when I'm bored, but anyway, have a good week, everyone. I will see you whenever I reemerge from my coffin. For now, goodbye.